Hey, what's up, everyone? I've got a banger of a video for you for MyListing Pro. This is an amazing feature. This needed its own video. All right. What I'm showing on my screen is the documentation website for MyListing Pro. You can find it at docs.mylisting.club. Go over there, check it out, look at the changelog, see just how fast features are shipping and how powerful these features are. I also want to draw attention to the blue bar at the top. We are under founder member pricing. I've alluded to this for the past few weeks that pricing is going to increase at some point, and that time has come. So this Monday, 2 days from now, pricing will increase. Founder member pricing will be gone. So get in there and get your copy or copies of the plugin so you can lock in the lowest price that this plugin will ever be at ever again. Okay. All right. This one's in the realm of Elementor. So excited to even say this. Elementor Listing Contact Forms. So, little backstory. On My Listing Club, this is one of the most popular guides I've ever written. It's one of the most popular solutions I've ever came up with. It's one of the most popular videos that I've ever done. So it clearly is struck a nerve with people in a good way, that this is something that we've needed. I've talked about it for years about how Contact Form 7 is not the answer. My listing works with it because it's a free plugin, and you can get it from the WordPress repository, completely free to use for commercial purposes. That's why a lot of themes have chosen to work with Contact Form 7. It's not great. It's hard to use. It's hard to style. It's if you're a developer and you know what you're doing, you can get beyond some of those things. But by and large, for the most people out there, they don't want to do that. They just want to leverage Elementor Pro's forms and be done with it because they are far more powerful. They way more powerful, and they're way easier to style. Way more features. So if you're already using Elementor Pro, for example, like why keep that Contact Form 7 plugin around? There's just no need. It's one of the first plugins I remove on a MyListing website. So, like I said, this is one of the most popular things ever from the MyListing Club, and there's a reason for it. Okay, but as you see with this guide, it's I go beyond just this is the solution. Like I talk about why the solution is. Like we talk about spam protection. We talk about managing form submissions. That's the type of guides that I write. If you strip all this back and you just go to the solution, it's still pretty lengthy. Like you got to follow through this guide. You got to follow the steps. You got to copy some code. You got to manipulate your forms a little bit. You got to go into your single listings, like your listing type, and configure some things. And now that's gone. That hassle is completely gone. Okay. This is when you see this, it's so cool. So if you have Elementor Pro, you're going to be able just to get rid of Contact Form 7. If you haven't already, you just don't need it. If you're saying, well, I don't want to pay for Elementor Pro, I'm just going to use Contact Form 7. That's obviously your choice. I just think I can't imagine building a MyListing website without Elementor Pro. I can't imagine building any Elementor website without Elementor Pro. So if the price of Elementor Pro is a sticking point for you, my clients get Elementor Pro for free. I can give you the license because you're my client. So make sure you take advantage of that. If you're not yet my client, I think it's like $6,000 at the time of this recording of software that I can give you guys. Okay. All right. So with all that out of the way, let's check this out. So we need to go into our MyListing dashboard, or WordPress dashboard, sorry, go into MyListing Pro. We need to find the Elementor module. We turn it on. That's going to pull up a simple option here. Again, you saw the guide. You saw how lengthy it was, all of the steps. We turn this on. It's going to default to giving you an option here. Send to the listing author So that could be the site owner because they're creating the listings on behalf of people, or it's the actual listing author, like a listing owners. They sign up for your website, whether it's free or paid or whatever. They become the listing owner. They create their listing. So that's what a listing author is. The site admin or the listing owner is the listing author. So we by default say send to the listing author when the contact email field is empty. Okay, don't worry about it. I'm going to show you what that is here. But that was an important thing I thought to enable by default because we want that contact form to go somewhere. If you don't want it to go somewhere, like if the site admin, you just don't want that form to appear on the front end, you don't want to get those emails, just uncheck this box, and then that contact form will disappear. Okay. All right. With that said, this just could not be easier, guys. So the first thing you need to do is go over and create your form. If you haven't already, the club has forms that you can download, templates you can download. But I'm going to go over here and let's go into our templates. I think I created one. Yes, I did create one. Now, this works with, let me, on my other screen, I'm going to make sure I get everything covered here. So I'm going to pull this up. Yeah, I should have done the narrative for this. So let's go do that real quick. It's my fault. Let's run through the narrative here. Send listing contact forms to the right inbox automatically. Add an Elementor contact form block to your listing type. Think about that. We have a brand new Elementor contact form block to your listing type and choose an Elementor form template. MyListing Pro handles the rest, pulling the recipient email address from the listings contact email field. It's the same field that contact form 7 uses if you happen to be using that with your listing types. So we're going to leverage that same field. So we're going to pull that recipient address, email address from that field and dynamically populate your Elementor Pro Forms send to field. So it's going to, whatever you put in that field, it's going to automatically populate over into your Elementor template, your form template. Beautiful. If the listing contact field is empty, MyListing Pro can be configured to send contact form submissions to the listing author, which is the site owner or the listing owner, as I said before, by simply clicking a checkbox. And that is already done for you, as I've shown you right here. Okay. So who is this for? This is for sites that will include contact forms inside their listing types. This is for site owners using Elementor Pro and want to leverage its powerful form builder. It's for site owners who don't want to settle for Contact Form 7, which is a less powerful and harder to use forms solution compared to Elementor Pro Forms. MyListing Pro users can safely remove Contact Form 7. My clients get access to Elementor Pro. Key benefits: correct recipient every time. Submissions go to the listings contact email. Design freedom in Elementor. You can build the form with Elementor's powerful form builder. Cleaner single listings. If a listing has no valid email or fallback is turned off, fallback is this setting right here. If that's off, when contact field empty or that is turned off, the contact form block will be hidden automatically. Author fallback option. When contact field email is empty, optionally send to the listing author's WordPress account email instead. Okay, don't worry about this. We're going to look through all of this. No per listing Elementor setup. One template can be used for all listings. That said, you can also do unique forms per listing type. While you can use one template for all listings, you can create unique forms tailored to different listing types and easily assign them with the Elementor contact form listing block. Okay, it's a lot to take in. Once you see this, you'll see just how easy this is. Okay, so we have our form templates created. This works with the old classic Elementor form templates and also works with the new version 4 Atomic. Okay, so I've got my forms here that I've created, one Atomic and one V3. These I've already tested with. We're good to go. So we're just going to look at the Atomic ones here. All right. With that form created, I'll show you what I did. And if you have yet to start playing with the atomic elements, you should start getting familiar with those. But you can literally come over here under Atomic Form, drop this Atomic Form widget on your page, and it's just basically going to build the form for you. I mean, you need to do a little configuration, but it's basically ready to go out of the box. Conversely, you can come in here and build your form with individual elements. Okay. But I would get in there and test all of that out. So all I did, I just added that atomic form here to my template. And that's really all that I did to get this going. It's just that simple. If you want to style this up, style it up. If you want to do some additional settings in here, you can. You don't need to mess with the send to field because that's already done. You don't need to mess with the from email field because that's coming from your WordPress website. But you probably want to get in here, style it up, configure some other like success message, maybe do a redirect, that sort of thing. Okay, so once you have your form configured, you've got MyListing Pro, you've got it turned on. All you're going to then do is go into your listing type. We've got our fields, right? So we need to add that contact email field. This is the field that's built into MyListing. This is the same field, as I said earlier, that leverages Contact Form 7 if that's what you have on your site. It works within the realm of MyListing. So we're not inventing something new here. We're working with MyListing. We are extending it, making it better. Okay. You can configure this however you want. We're just going to drop that field in there for now. We're then going to go to single page, content and tabs, details, and we're going to add, here's our new block. We've created a completely brand new block. This is the first of probably many to come for MyListing Pro. Now we drop that block on there, expand it, just call this contact us, whatever you want for the label. We're going to choose our Elementor template from the dropdown. These are those form templates that I showed you right here. So nice little picker here to pick our form. There we go. You can change your icon from this envelope to whatever you want, obviously. Mess with the block ID. Configure the block just as you normally would. Again, this works within the bounds of the MyListing theme. We are not creating something crazy here. We're trying to stay within the bounds of the MyListing theme, tightly working with it to make it better. Okay. We're not inventing something crazy new here. All right. So we added that. So what happens right now based on how this goes? Okay, let's go look at our listings. As we see here, let me take this out. I think that was stored in there from before. By default, this is, if we add a new listing, for example, let's just look at that. We add a new listing. We'll call this contact form testing. They come in here, we're just doing it from the back end, but you can imagine this from the front end. Okay, so we see the contact form, contact email is blank. Okay, if we were just to publish this now without putting a contact email in there, and I was to go to this listing on the front end, imagine someone's visiting your site, they hit this, look, see that? See how easy it was to populate that field? Easy. Okay, now imagine someone comes in here, they fill this out, put in their email address, send the message. What do you think happens when they submit this? Because there's no email field specified here. It's going to the listing author. The listing author in this case happens to be the site owner. Okay. Imagine you build listings for your own site. You don't necessarily have to have listing owners, customers. Okay. But now imagine someone is building this on the front end. They are owning the listing. Okay. They might come in here and they probably would. They want to put their own contact email in here. Okay. Whatever that email is, now when you come over here to the front end, that is where the email goes. Okay. You can think of another situation where maybe even as the site owner, me in this case, maybe I'm creating a listing. Maybe I like full control. Like I like to control all of my listings. I don't, I have customers paying me, but I do all the listings. That's part of what they're paying me for. So I want this field. I don't want it to go to me, necessarily. I want it to go to them. Or maybe I create a scenario where, I get copied on the email and they do, as part of a distribution list, whatever the case may be. But let's say I'm being paid to create listings, right? I want to send any inquiries to the customer who's paying me. So I come in here and I put in their email, them@email.com. That's their email address. Now, when I save this and someone comes here to this form, they are going to get those notifications. So you have complete control over however it is that you want to do this. But the moral of the story is within a few clicks, within a couple minutes, a minute or two, you've now opened the door to using Elementor Pro to build whatever type of form that you want to build, leveraging the new Atomic Builder or the classic V3. Get away from Contact Form 7. Get that full power of Elementor to do dynamic data, dynamic redirects, really cool styling. Just really opens the doors, because Contact Form 7 is just way too clunky to use, in my opinion. All right. Okay, guys, really excited about this. Elementor Listing Contact Forms. Hope you enjoyed this video and this feature. Go grab the plugin before Monday to lock in that pricing. So Monday at midnight, prices go up. All right. See you guys in the next video.